Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we are going to find the sum of this given series of the numbers with exponents. And here our numbers are 7 power 7 plus 7 power 6 plus 7 power 5 plus 7 power 4 plus 7 power 3 plus 7 power 2 plus 7 power 1 and plus 7 power 0. And now we are going to find the sum of this series. And please bear in mind, we are not supposed to be using calculators of any kind. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get started. And here's our very first step. Since we are going to find the sum of this given series, and we are not supposed to be using calculators of any kind. So therefore, we are going to manipulate these numbers. And we are going to chunk these numbers. I'm going to put 7 power 7 and 7 power 6 together. Likewise, 7 power 5 and 7 power 4. 7 power 3 plus 7 power 2. And finally, 7 power 1 plus 7 power 0. And let's recall this crucial fact. If we have a power 7 plus a power 6, then we can see a power 6 is in common, so I can take a power 6 outside, and in the parentheses we are going to have a plus 1, and we are going to apply this concept on these numbers. So therefore, first set of these numbers, here I can take 7 power 6 as our common factor, and we are ended up with this 7 plus 1. And likewise, for next two numbers, we can factor out 7 power 4, and we are going to have 7 plus 1 in the parentheses. And finally, on these two numbers, 7 power 2 is in common, so we ended up with this 7 plus 1. And here we can see we got 7 power 1 is same as simply 7, and 7 power 0 is 1. And now we can see inside this parenthesis, 7 plus 1 is going to give us 8. Likewise, 7 plus 1 is going to give us 8. 7 plus 1 is going to give us 8. And 7 plus 1 is going to give us 8 as well. So thus 7 power 7 plus 7 power 6 is going to give us 7 power 6 times 8, and then plus 7 power 5 and 7 power 4 is going to give us 7 power 4 times 8, and finally 7 power 3 plus 7 power 2 is going to give us 7 power 2 plus 8, and finally 7 power 1 plus 7 power 0 is going to give us simply 8. And now let's focus on these numbers. And here we can see 8 is in common. So therefore, I'm going to take factor 8 outside, and we are ended up with this 7 power 6 plus 7 power 4 plus 7 power 2 inside this parentheses, and then plus 8 over here. And now let's focus on these numbers inside this parenthesis. We can see 7 power 2 is in common. So therefore, inside this parenthesis, I can factor out 7 power 2, and we are ended up with this 7 power 4 plus 7 power 2 plus 1. And now we know 7 power 2 is 49. So therefore we can write 8 times 49, and then times 7 power 4 plus 7 power 2 plus 1, and then plus this 8 over here. And now let's focus on these numbers inside this parentheses. And we can see 7 power 2 is in common between these two numbers. So I can write this one as 7 power 2 times outside 7 power 2 plus 1. So therefore, we can write down these numbers 8 times 49, and then I'm going to put a bracket over here. And now let's focus on these two numbers. We can see 7 power 2 is in common, so we can write 7 power 2 plus 1, and then I'm going to bring a plus 1 over here, and then we are going to close the bracket, and then plus I'm going to write down this 8 over here. And now let's make an observation. We can see 7 power 2 is 49, and this 7 power 2 is 49 as well. So therefore this whole thing could be written as 49 times 49 plus 1, or we can simply write 49 and then times 49 plus 1 is going to give us 50. And now we are going to multiply these numbers by distribution. So therefore we can write this one as 8 times 49 times 49 times 50, and then plus that is going to give us 8 times 49, and then plus 8 over here. And now we can see 49 times 49 is going to give us 49 whole square. And now let's focus on these two numbers. Here we can see 8 is in common, so I can factor out 8. So we ended up with this 49 plus 1. That is going to give us 8 times 50. And we know 8 times 50 is simply 400. So therefore this whole thing ended up with this 400. And now let's make an observation. If we can multiply 8 times 50, that is going to give us 400. So therefore this whole thing could be written as 400 times 49 square, as you can see in this next step. And now let's focus on this 49 square. We are going to tweak this one. We can write 49 as 50 minus 1. So therefore this 49 square could be written as 50 minus 1 whole square. And now let's recall this famous identity. A minus b whole square could be written as a square minus 2 times ab plus b square. And we are going to apply this identity on this binomial. So therefore this 50 minus 1 square could be written as 50 square is going to be same as 2500 minus 2 times ab is going to be simply negative 100 plus 1 square is 1, as you can see in this next step. And now we are going to multiply by distribution. And when we multiply 400 times 2500, that is going to give us 1 million. And when we multiply 400 times 100, that's going to give us negative 40,000. And finally plus 1 times 400 is going to give us simply 400. And then I'm going to write down plus this 400 over here. And now we are going to subtract 1 million minus 40,000 is going to give us 960,000. And then 400 plus 400 is going to give us 800. And finally, if we add these two numbers, we are ended up with this 960,800 for the sum of this given series. So thus, after all the calculations and manipulations, the sum of this series turns out to be equal to 960,800. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.